the lot basis. You can't sell or buy a single commodity or single stock. You cannot buy or sell one share of Reliance or one share of SBI. You need to take a lot, 100 lot of Reliance share will be formulating one future contract. So you need to buy or sell one. If you are taking one contract, it means you are buying or selling 100 share at one particular time. So when there is a large number of volume in the market and there are number of investors, speculator and trader in the market, the price efficiency of the market automatically increase, and it will reflect the perception, the intuition of all the participant in the market, and it will help in the increasing the efficiency of the market and the transparency of the market, and that will ultimately result in the price discovery of a particular stock or a asset in the financial market. Now, moving to the next thing, that what are the difference between forward contract and future contract. Already I discussed in last class the forward contract. I am briefing out it only. In forward contract, only the involvement of two parties there. Only there is a two party involved in the forward contract. The contract is customized. You can customize according to your requirement, according to your need. But in the future contract, there is an involvement of three party. The default risk is taken by the exchange. Exchange here giving the guarantee to deliver the particular asset or particular commodity or settle the transaction at the time of expiry of the contract. That means here the third party is the exchange. It means there is an involvement of three party. When any transaction is taken through the exchange, there is a clearing corporation is there, and there is a requirement of margin. But in the forward contract, there is no any such requirement of margin is there. But when you are trading in the future contract, you need to pay a margin money or upfront initial margin, so that the exchange can have a security against the price fluctuation or the adverse condition which may occur in the future. There are two type of margin. One is initial margin and another one is maintenance margin. Think that you have taken a position in XYZ share. You have taken a contract of January. You have taken a contract of January in the month of, in December you have taken a contract of January of next year. Now the price at the time of the strike price. What is the strike price? The price which you have selected for your contract. That is known as a strike price. It means that is the price which you need to pay or you need to deliver at the time of expiry. That is known as strike price. Or exercise price is also the another word which we are using for the strike price. Think that the strike price is 1400 and you are going to purchase a lot size of 100 and the margin requirement for that is 5%. How the margin is decided? The margin is decided by the exchange as per the volatility, as per the risk of the particular commodity in the market. It means in the spot market, how much that particular asset is having a fluctuation, how much risk is there, what is the range of fluctuation is there, that is basically known as the volatility or VAR, value at risk. On the basis of value at risk, we will take value at risk in the another session. It is a more technical word which I am using here, but you understand that at in what range the particular share will move. If there is a huge range or a large range between which the share will move, it means there is a high risk. And when there is a high risk, then the margin requirement is high to get a security against the price fluctuation. But when there is a less fluctuation in the price, think that there is a fluctuation of only 2%, then the margin requirement is also very low. So on the basis of fluctuation, on the basis of volatility in the market, the margin is decided to have the security against the price fluctuation in the market. In derivative market or in the future contract, the contract are settled T to T basis. It means trade to trade, we are settling the contract. It means if you are purchasing a contract of which is having a strike price of 1400 and lot size of 100 with a upfront margin of 5%, then how much amount of margin, initial margin, you are going to pay? You are going to pay an initial margin of 7,000. Now think that the price of the particular asset or particular share will go up by 4 at the time of expiry, or at the closing the price will go 1425. What will happen? The 25 into 100 will be your profit at the closing of particular day. That amount will be credited in your account and your margin will be go up with this much amount. But if the adverse condition is there, if the price will decrease, what will happen? Think that the price will go 1390 at the end of the day. Then you are having a loss of 20 rupees per share and your lot size is, ticket size is 100. Then how much loss you are suffering? You are suffering a loss of 2000. It means the margin requirement of 5% is depleted by 2000. It means you need to pay again 2000 to carry the position. If you want to carry your position further today, before the opening of the market tomorrow, you need to again maintain your margin, and this margin which is maintained by the broker for having a guarantee against the adverse condition in the market, that margin is basically known as maintenance margin. It is mark to market margin. It means mark to market we are settling the contract, and whatever the profit or loss you are having on particular contract will be debited or credited in your account. That's all from today's lecture. In next lecture we will carry the another section. Thank you.